Love has no limit, so today we're counting down the couples who prove that love deserves the grandest stage. From custom couture to castle ceremonies. These weddings weren't just parties, they were legendary milestones that showed what's possible when two people say, I do. Starting at number 10 at $2.5 million is Priyanka and Nick Jonas. Now Priyanka and Nick kicked off their marriage with not one but two wedding ceremonies at Umebawe Palace in India. This wasn't about choosing between traditions, it was about honoring both. The Western ceremony featured a custom Ralph Lauren gown that took 1,826 hours to complete. Hand-beaded and hand-embroidered with floral motifs, the dress included 2,380,000 mother-of-pearl sequins. The real showstopper? A 75-foot-long veil that floated behind Priyanka as she walked down the aisle. The following day brought their traditional Hindu ceremony. Priyanka wore a stunning red sabayachi linga, while Nick donned traditional clothes and a turban. The couple paid $60,000 just for their venue, but the intentionality behind every detail made it priceless. Number 9. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West at $2.8 million. When Kim and Kanye tied the knot in 2014, they chose romance over flash. The Forte di Belvedere in Florence, Italy, became their backdrop, a Renaissance fortress with sweeping views of the Tuscan countryside. Kim walked down the aisle in a custom Givenchy dress designed by Riccardo Tisci. The $400,000 gown featured long sleeves and intricate lace detailing. The venue alone cost $410,000, but the incredible views, worth every penny. This wedding proved that location sets the tone. When you're surrounded by centuries of Italian artistry, the celebration writes itself. Moving on to number 8. Paris Hilton and Carter Reum at $3 million. Paris Hilton's 2021 wedding weekend was a masterclass in personal style. The Beverly Hills estate, once owned by her own family, provided the perfect setting for 3 days of celebration. 6 dress changes kept everyone guessing. Her main ceremony look? An Oscar de la Renta masterpiece, featuring hand beading and a price tag upwards of $25,000. But Paris didn't stop there. She wore designs by Dalia La Havre, Marquesa, and more Oscar de la Renta throughout the weekend. Instead of traditional gifts, the couple requested charitable donations. Glamour with heart, that's the ultimate luxury. Number 7. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker at $3.5 million. Now, Kourtney and Travis brought punk rock romance to the Italian Riviera. Their May 2022 wedding at Castello Brown, a medieval castle on the coastline, cost guests about $60,000 just to attend for the weekend. Dolce & Gabbana designed every detail. Kourtney's $500,000 dress featured hand-embroidered details and a veil that took hundreds of hours to create. The Italian fashion house also provided table settings and approximately $250,000 worth of additional designer touches. This wasn't just a wedding, it was a complete Dolce & Gabbana experience that honored both Italian craftsmanship and the couple's edgy aesthetic. These 4 set the bar high, but the next tier takes extravagance to another level entirely. At number 6, we have Sophia Richie and Elliot Grange at $4 million. Sophia Richie's April 2023 wedding at Hotel du Cap Eden Rock in the south of France became the blueprint for Gen Z luxury. This wasn't about excess, it was about intentional elegance at every turn. Chanel created 3 custom gowns over the weekend. The rehearsal dinner dress recreated a look worn by Stella Tennant in Chanel's 1997 couture fall show. Entirely hand-beaded, it embodied classic femininity. For the ceremony, Sophia wore a lace-embroidered halter gown with a long train. Inside the dress, subtle detail told their story. An embroidered heart representing their love, plus a blue embroidered S&E above her heart. The veil featured resin water droplets that sparkled when she walked. Sophia's sister Nicole designed a pair of diamond earrings specifically for the rehearsal dinner. That personal touch elevated everything. The florals alone cost $175,000, but the real investment was in creating a weekend that felt both timeless and deeply personal. Which moves us to number 5, Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake at $9 million. When Jessica and Justin married in 2012, they transformed the Borgo Ignacio resort in Italy into their private paradise. This week-long celebration hosted 100 intimate guests, including Jimmy Fallon and Andy Samberg. Jessica broke tradition by wearing pink. Her custom gown floated down the aisle like something from a dream. The color choice was bold, unexpected, and completely her. Justin serenaded Jessica as she walked towards him. He wrote an original song specifically for that moment, a performance their guests will never forget. After the ceremony, the celebration continued with multiple events across the Italian countryside. The couple spent $6.5 million in 2012 dollars, equivalent to $9 million today. But the real luxury was taking an entire week to celebrate with their closest friends and family in one of Italy's most beautiful regions. Number 4, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez at $10 million. Venice became the backdrop for one of 2025's most talked about weddings. Jeff and Lauren's multi-day celebration in June proved that even billionaires value intimacy. 200 guests, 70 of them family. Lauren's custom Dolce & Gabbana gown took over 900 hours to make. Inspired by Sophia Loren's 1958 wedding dress in the film Houseboat, the high necklace design featured 180 hand-finished silk buttons down the train. Inside, a secret souvenir from Lauren's Blue Origin spaceflight, a piece she carried to space and back. The couple requested charitable donations instead of gifts, directing contributions to Venice Heritage Organization. They also hosted a foam party and pajama-themed reception, proving that even at this price point, fun matters. Even Diane von Furstenberg hosted a welcome dinner. The weekend included performances from friends, Dolce & Gabbana diamond earrings that arrived by armored truck, and a Dolce Notte-themed party where Lauren wore Versace. This wasn't just expensive, it was a complete reimagining of what a wedding weekend could be. But now we're going into wedding budgets that rival small countries, starting with Michael Jordan and Yvette at $13.8 million. In 2013, Michael Jordan proved that legends celebrate like legends. His Palm Beach wedding to Yvette at Bears Club brought 300 guests, including Tiger Woods and Spike Lee. Yvette wore a Jeton couture gown covered in Swarovski crystals that caught every light. After their ceremony, Usher performed at the reception. Because when you're Michael Jordan, casual entertainment means Grammy winners. The couple spent $10 million in 2013, equivalent to $13.8 million today. But here's what made it legendary. Instead of a traditional gift registry, they requested donations to the James R. Jordan Foundation, named after Michael's late father. Their wedding flowers were donated to Jupiter Medical Center the next day, and that made it even more special. Rolling to number 2, Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphrey at $14.2 million. Though their marriage lasted just 72 days, Kim and Kris's August 2011 wedding remains one of the most extravagant celebrations ever filmed. The Montecito estate hosted 450 guests, including Demi Lovato and Serena Williams. Kim wore a custom Vera Wang ball gown because when you're creating a fairy tale moment, you go full princess. The dress alone became iconic, even if the marriage didn't last. The couple spent $10 million in 2011 dollars, equivalent to $14.2 million today. E-cameras documented everything for a 2-part special that drew massive ratings. The celebration proved that scale and spectacle can exist even when the relationship doesn't endure. Sometimes the wedding is the story, not the marriage. And that brings us to number 1. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle at $54.9 million. Ladies, nothing compares to a royal wedding. When Harry and Meghan married at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle in 2018, 2 billion people watched it worldwide. This wasn't just a wedding, it was a global cultural moment. Meghan's custom Givenchy gown featured a 16-foot veil embroidered with 53 Commonwealth flowers, one for each country. The dress cost $265,000, but the symbolism was priceless. A gospel choir performed. Elton John played at the reception. Idris Elba DJ'd the evening party. The couple had a private vow ceremony 3 days before the televised event. proving that even with 600 guests and billions watching, intimacy still mattered. The celebration cost $42.8 million in 2018, equivalent to $54.9 million today, nearly 4 times more than the second most expensive wedding on our list. Security alone required massive investment. But this was about more than money. It was about blending royal tradition and modern values, diversity and genuine love. Now, if you enjoyed this video, check out the most expensive wedding rings or take the mystery path, and I will see you on the next one.